Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and we are back with another episode of Yeti Land. In today's video, we're going to be building our destroyed gingerbread village, and this is the last part of the Yeti Land scenario. So stay tuned, and let's check it out. Alright, so as I said, this is the last thing that we need to complete our Yeti Land scenario. We've been pushing towards this goal for quite some time now, and we're finally here. So this part is all blueprints that I found off the workshop and that came with the game. I essentially just wanted to make it feel like a little town. I wanted to fill up the area, cover it with Yetis. This is the place where they got all their loot from. This is where they filled up the cave, which you saw in the last video. And yeah, this is essentially where they got their loot stash from. So we just kind of want to pillage a village, and so we're building that that one that I put there right in the middle. It's kind of like an entrance, and I'm gonna leave that other part empty for you guys to build yourself. So it kind of just ends there, and there's some paths, and I just wanted it to be it's kind of like a park entrance there, so you can build whatever you want on the other side. You can continue the village, or you can do whatever you want with it. But I wanted to put together a little village quite quickly, so we're using as many blueprints as we can. We just want to make it an immersive little park, putting some fountains in. It's all blueprints. So as you can see how fast this came together at 10 times speed. This is how fast the park should technically come together if I'm going to be using blueprints from the workshop to fill up the park. Now, obviously, I'm going to try and make it as pretty as possible and fill certain areas in. Probably going to put I have an idea for maybe 2 custom coasters. Those are going to take some time. And so, yeah, like all that stuff will, be... I'm hoping, we'll be able to get the whole park made in just a few episodes. We'll have to see how it goes. But, yeah, it's all coming together, and you can see how fast it came together here. So the village that goes right where the park entrance is, it should come together almost as fast as this. I'm going to probably put a little bit more thought into which blueprints I use and which ones I want to use, and how I'm going to do the little park areas and the pathing and stuff like that. As you can see here, I was just experimenting with the pathing. I didn't like it. Then my thought process was, okay, I put pathing around the circles and different size pathings around the circles, and put a few paths leading up to them, and that kind of dictates the center plaza walking area. And then from there, I can do all the little, connect all the little shops. So that ended up working out quite well, and I like the design of the pathing, and it's quite thick and everything looks pretty good. So from there, I was able to just see all the little empty spots and start decorating around them. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the way this village turned out. And then you can see here all the pathing is connected, and you can navigate around. The guests are going to have lots of areas to walk around. They're going to get off at the destroyed gingerbread station, and they're going to have a lot of shopping that they can do here. And as you go through that park entrance on the left hand side of all this, you'll be able to pass through and put whatever rides you want there, put whatever coasters you want there, or you could just continue building the village. And this whole area was just me banging out a small area of the park, and this is supposed to be the pillaged area, so I wanted to at least add a lot of character to it, make it kind of pretty, but also wanted to get it done. So it came together really quickly, and it looks pretty good. And once I get all the trees in and little bushes and lights and stuff like that, it turns out looking really nice. I'm quite pleased with it. Quite pleased at how quickly it all came together. I mean, we're only 5 minutes into the recording. We have a whole village. So pretty cool. And then in the second half of this episode, we're going to just be spamming it with Yetis. I'm going to be posing them all over it. And that'll be the final touches. Now, I do some stuff off camera to complete the scenario. And I've mentioned a few episodes ago that the scenario is completed, and it is up on my workshop. So if you want to download it and build a park on it, you can do that now. It's available. And yeah, so you can download Yeti Land and have fun with it. But I also mentioned in the last couple episodes, you cannot make a sandbox park into a scenario. So it kind of defeats the purpose of even making Yeti Land, or at least the scenario part. I mean, I get to build a park on it and upload it as a park for everyone to enjoy. You guys can make a park on it with unlimited money right now, but in terms of challenging yourself and me setting objectives for you to complete, that's not really possible. So as I mentioned in the last episode or two, I'm really hoping that the April update brings the ability to upload challenge parks, to set objectives and scenarios, because that's ultimately what I wanted out of Yeti Land. So I would say if you're interested in downloading and playing Yeti Land, I would hold off just another week or two until April 11th, which isn't too far off. And hopefully they update it with scenarios. And if they do, I'm going to be making an update to the map file. And you guys should be able to download it and play it as a challenge park. And hopefully I'll be able to set a few cool challenging objectives for you guys. And it'll all be good. So as of right now, the time that's recording, I haven't made presentations, but I want to do a presentation for the pit. And likely if you're watching this, it's already out. And I want to try and do one after this, now that the scenario is completed. Try and get a presentation video just showing all the different areas of Yeti Land. Just some panning cameras of the different sections, what we've built, kind of like a just an overall look at what we have done in Yeti Land. So you can see all those pretty lights I've added in. And now for this part, I'm literally just going to go in there, remove stuff off the roofs, like they've been looting and taking candy off. Some gingerbread's missing because they ate it or destroyed it. And I'm just going around just like randomly deleting stuff all over the place. And then once I have done that, I'm going to start grabbing posed Yetis. I've also uploaded my posed Yeti army, like collection of Yetis, to the workshop. So pretty much I'd say 70% of the Yetis I've posed are in that group. There's a bunch of poses that I did that are unique that I didn't add in for some reason. I just posed them on the spot. And there's a few other bonuses that are things that I did off camera for Yeti Land that you guys didn't end up seeing in the episodes. So when I finished it all, I went in and I cleaned up all the, just the stuff that was lying around from building things, and I added in a couple final touches here and there, added in a few little Easter eggs and bonus things. And if you load up the park now, you'll see that stuff if you have a look around. And all the real fine details that I want to add, all the plans that I had for Yeti Land, that's all coming when I start building the park. Essentially, I wanted to give you guys a lot of creative freedom. I didn't want to just make half a park and be like, here it is. Like, if there's going to be some more bonus fun things that I'm adding in that it's going to be personal to my park. So if you guys download it and start building stuff, I actually wanted you to have a lot of space. And in fact, I was contemplating not even building this village because you guys might want to build something right there. However, it doesn't make sense that they got all this candy and filled up that cave from just that one gingerbread station. So I needed to complete the story by saying, hey, all of that stuff came from here. They stole all the presents from this town. They took all the candy from this town, and they're bringing it back. Now, obviously, there's a lot more candy in the town. I mean, in the cave than was in the town. But at the same time, there could have just been, there's a little left to the imagination. And I think it works out quite well. So pretty happy that it's all done. So I'm pretty much out of footage here, I think. There's a little bit of footage left, like a minute. So it all came together really quickly. That's the final bit of the town. We're done with the scenario. You guys can download it. And from here on out, after I do my presentation videos, I'm going to be back into production, making videos for the channel. And we got a lot of stuff to do for next week. And then when the weekend comes, I'm hopefully going to be able to hit open park and start building a park, putting rides down, putting shops down, putting some more coasters in, putting all the pathing together, and we're gonna make Yeti Land come to life. So pretty exciting. It was a long time coming, guys. Wish I could play the game more than I do, and hopefully projects in the future won't be as big as this, and I got some ideas for fun episodes that aren't big endeavors, but I'm glad I did everything I said I was going to do with this project, and here I'm adding the 8,000 subscribers in. Since we started, we've grown 7,000 subscribers. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys.